Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm starting a new series here, and what it basically is I'll just be doing some skilling or slaying, and I'll just be telling some random stories that can be about anything. Who knows? These are more intended to be watched or listened to while you're playing RuneScape or whatever. You can watch if you want to, but this whole video I'll just be fishing, so it'll probably be really boring. And so today, story is gonna be about swings, and I got my bro Jeremy here. Hey, Jeremy.
Hi.
And so if you want to start, you can go first.
Swing story, huh?
Yep.
Huh, huh. Let's see here. Well, I got two.
I
I have two options. One is in left hand, one's in right hand. Pick one.
okay. Right hand.
Okay, right hand is when I was a baby. Alright. So, when I was about well, not a baby, but let's just say 10 years old.
A baby at 10? What? Okay. All right.
Alright. So I'm 10 years old. We were living in our first official house. Prior to that, we had an apartment. I'm just trying to make the setting, right?
Yes.
This is in my backyard.
Setting the plot, you know.
Yeah, we just put the swing set up. It wasn't my first time on swings, but my uncle was there. He was helping. So here I am swinging, and this one doesn't have those safety clips. So when it goes higher than the bar thingy,
Yeah.
and flip over.
Oh my God.
So here I am. I didn't know this. Nobody knew it. And next thing you know, here I am going over the damn bar. Just wraps around, dude.
Oh my God.
It yanked me off, and then you see the swing, and the chain snapped in half.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
in the face.
That's hilarious.
And I kind of got up. I mean, I started crying because I was scared, but I wasn't hurt.
Yeah.
And that was one of the funniest moments of my life.
Wow. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right.
Seriously.
All right. So I was a baby, about 10 years old, I'd say. Okay. So we were at my house up in Alaska, and in my backyard we had this really tall pine tree or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a tree expert. And there's basically no branches on it, and the first branch was probably good 30 feet up. So me and my friend was over, and we tied fishing line around this rock, threw the rock over the branch after 10 minutes of trying because we suck at throwing or whatever. And then we got a rope and tied a rope to the end of the fishing line, so we could pull it all over and hook the rope on. So then we had this really long rope swing with a big knot on the bottom that, we're pretty tiny, so you could sit on it, but it was still kind of sketchy. And so we're messing around on it, and we got a garden that's probably maybe 20-15 feet away from where the tree was. So we'd kind of run at an arc towards the garden, and when we would get to the garden we'd jump up, and the rope would go up, so we'd kind of do this holding onto the rope and moonwalking thing with our feet because it's sketchy over the garden. And we're all right, this is pretty cool, but it'd be cool if we could get higher up over the garden. So we get some wooden planks and nails and stuff and make this 3-foot high ramp that you just run at and jump off the end of it. And we're just cruising off of this, going over the garden, coming back down into the grass or whatever. And my brother at the time was probably I don't know, 5, and he's a bit chubby and uncoordinated, so we weren't gonna have him run and try and hold onto it with his hands and go over the garden. So we're trying to persuade him to just sit on it, and we're gonna push him, and he agreed to it. So we go to push him. He goes out just fine, and when he comes back in, instead of going in an arc shape, he kind of comes straight back at the tree and just smashes into the tree and like falls off the rope onto the grass and stuff. And I'm just dying laughing at first because it's hilarious, and he starts to cry. So we're like, oh, okay, maybe I should stop laughing. So me and my friend go and see what's up, and he had like insta bruising from the tree, like his entire shoulder and like upper bicep area and like up on top of his shoulder was just like purple and blue and red and just like insta bruise, and he's just bawling, and we're like, oh shit, maybe that wasn't such a good idea. Like our parents aren't home, so we're just like trying to be like, oh, you're fine, it'll be fine, don't tell mom and dad, and whatever. But the swing was pretty fun while it lasted till my brother got hurt on it.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Yep. So you got another story there?
Yeah. This one, I've told you about the campground.
Yeah.
I can't forget about that. So this is at the campground. We have a group of like, at this point, it was like my earlier years there. So we had a group of 10, 12 kids that we all hung out every weekend, all weekend. That's what we did.
Yeah.
And they have swing sets there and shit in a park. And I don't know why, but kids had their bikes set up in front of the swings. So me and my friend Anthony decided, hey, let's be dumbasses and jump over the bikes.
Oh no.
So we started swinging. We were both scared shitless because we both knew land the wrong way, bye nuts.
Yeah.
So we're going back and forth, and Anthony's like, all right, I'm gonna go first. I'm like, nope, I'm the oldest, I'll go first. So I went first, dude. I cleared the bike, so I was like, okay, did that, gave myself a pat on the back. Now here comes Anthony. He's like a foot shorter than me at this time because he was still like a younger kid. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna go for it. If you could clear it, I could clear it. So next thing you know, boom, head first into the handlebars, face full of sand.
Oh my god.
We had another kid swinging with us. Brian was swinging with us. One of my other friends. He's older than me by like a year. And he jumped off and he landed on Anthony. And he didn't expect to, but he did. So yeah, Anthony wasn't feeling too good.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
It was still funny though.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's about enough about swings today. Thanks, guys, for listening. And thanks, Jeremy, for coming on here.
Yeah.
And please give us a thumbs up. And subscribe. And stay tuned for episode 2. Peace.
Yeah, and an epic video series me and Sky will be starting.
Oh, yeah. Me and Jeremy and his friend Connor are going to be starting a series and probably start filming it this weekend, so stay tuned for that too.
You'll like it.
Yep. Peace.